Hey everyone. Okay, I try to record on YouTube. I don't know why it only gives me a time limit. But anywho, I'm on my raggedy ass phone right now. But yeah, this has been a crazy ass week. Even before then. Like I said in my video, I got signed up for CDL funding, which ended up being free for me. I don't have to pay that money back, but I am binded to go through with school and find a job. So with that being said, I started CDL school this week. A little background. Okay, the week before, my ex crashed my car, so I was freaking out about how I'm going to get to school because I have to do an hour or so commute. Okay, I am currently working third shift at Home Depot, so I knew things were going to get a little tight time wise and schedule wise. But this week with school and work, I'm not saying it's impossible, but for those who can do it and be energized and be in school, first 2 weeks of class, first 2 weeks of school, you're in class. They're teaching you stuff, again, so that mentally you kind of remember it before you do it physically out there on the yard. So I was dead the whole week. I worked every day this week while being in school, and I worked third shift night freight, so from 10 to 2, and then got to be at school at 8 to 4:30. It was hard. So far in school, first day I was very overwhelmed. I mean, when you want to do something, you always think of like the perks of it and like the good benefits of it, but when you hear we hear the reality of it and what bad can happen and stuff like that, you're like, oh snap, I didn't really think of that, or it was a lot of information getting thrown at us. Well, me per se, a lot of people in the class have already driven, or this is a refresher course for them, or they driven some kind of commercial vehicle. As to me, I haven't done that yet, so I was overwhelmed. I'm like, oof, is this really what I want to do? And so I was getting discouraged a little bit, but overall, I stuck it out there. Okay, another thing, for those of you who do get funding through the state to go the workforce program, okay, my recruiter was waiting for the funding from the program, but the program is they closed down some locations and they were going somewhere else, so I didn't know if I was going to have funding in time by the cutoff date. So my recruiter was like, okay, we'll wait till Wednesday for that to happen. Wednesday came, they didn't get the funding, I was pulled out of class. I was like, damn. I was like, oh, at least I get some more sleep now. They told me I could come back the next class. So Wednesday I was pulled out. As soon as I go home, I took a nap. I've been tired. I've been working every day. I have to commute an hour to school in the morning. I got a voicemail saying, oh, we did receive the funding. So I was like, shit. And I gotta wake up in the morning and get ready. So they got the funding. Everything's going good so far. I recommend those who are going to school, get your permit, get your temporary permit before you go to school. That's going to be so helpful. I enrolled at the last minute, so I wasn't able to, but luckily they gave us, I believe it was the second day of class, or was it? It was second. It was a second day class where they took those who did not get their permit down to BMV. We tested. I did not pass all of them. I passed combination. Everybody's, I was 3 questions away, but it's helpful just to get it out the way, so that way the people who already had their temporary permit, they went on the yard and practiced your pre-trip, your pre-inspection. So yeah, this week I got beat the fuck down. Excuse my language, but life happened. So about my car, currently my ex did give me a rental, so As long as I can get to school, I don't care. I don't even care what I roll in school in. It could be a horse. I don't care. But this week it's been whooping my ass. We have had a few recruiters in the class. I won't say every day, but yeah, you know, companies like Stevens, CR England, Schneider, Garner, companies like that had came in. Before going to school, I was like, you know, I'm going to be over the road, this and that. Then I had a lot of people say, no, don't do over the road. Go local. It's the same. But then when I was looking at the pay scale, I'm like, okay, over the road, local, it's like, But you have a lot of companies that do regional, and, you know, the pay is in between, you know, or it's some companies that you do local, but you get kind of paid regional pay. So I had a goal in mind, but now, you know, when you hear all different types of stories, you just kind of, you know, I mean, you'll change your mind a few times. You'll be like, oh, I wasn't considering that or whatever. But I don't want to bore you guys any more than that. But, you know, in my previous video, I said about the funding. You don't have to pay that back, but you do have to finish school and you have to get a job. Because, you know, they're providing you that program for you to get a job. Now, if you want to BS and not do it, don't waste your time. Don't do it. But, yeah, that was my first week. I made it. Second week, let's hope we can get through it. Luckily, Monday don't have to go to school because it's Memorial Day. Yeah, so I still have to go to work. Luckily, my hours are going down at work, so, you know, I can focus more at school. But that's all I gotta say so far, you guys. Currently going to Great Lakes. I did want to go to Tri-C, but Great Lakes they had a class coming up, so I just wanted to get in, get out, do what I have to do. But so far, you know, it's good. It's a good school so far.